So now I'm going to move on to the actual content itself, so how to develop this kind of rich content experience. As I said before, it has to be an immersive experience. It has to deliver more than the traveller kind of expects now. And it has to deliver a quality that maybe there hasn't been in the past. As the audience becomes more global, they know more about a destination, so you need to give them the next level down. You can't just give them the top level details. They know that already. They want something more from you if you're their chosen travel provider. So, content written by the expert. So, what we're looking at here is the authors who live in the destination. It has to be written by someone who lives and knows the destination, who knows more about it than you can. It has to be concise and well written. It has to inspire the customers and pick, so to allow you to pick that destination over another destination, so you get the key facts out quickly when you're looking at it. You also need to know what's new and what's cool in a destination, so you need to know where are the bars that people are going to in the city, so you can seem like you have the insider view. You know where the celebrities might be hanging out, if that's the type of thing you want to do. You can find where the locals are going and really experience the best coffee in town rather than just the chain coffee that you can find elsewhere. And then the sort of insider knowledge. So those on-the-ground writers will know the detail. They'll know how to avoid the queues. When's the best time to visit? How long should you spend at that attraction? And giving you that type of detail so you can really plan your day and make sure that you feel, if you've got 3 days in a city, you're seeing the best of it, you're seeing all of it, you're seeing the bits you can go away and say, I really did experience, Paris or Rome or New York. And then the practical information. Okay, this is the drier stuff, but in essence, it is really important because this is what people are looking for in that sort of book and go phase. They're starting to think about being on the ground there and how they're going to have the confidence to go and visit the destination and feel they can do that on their own. That might have been, holding a travel guidebook, but ideally, in the future, that's going to be holding a mobile device and having that knowledge that they can tap into information easily at the touch of a button, tap of a screen. So then moving on from the sort of narrative content to audio content as well. This is going to be a big feature of travel guides going forward. The need for audio is pretty strong. We're all going to be kind of plugged in, or can be plugged in, to our mobile devices. And I think what audio can really do is deliver that sort of glue that brings the guide together. You can have it in terms of commentary while you're in the destination, on information on the go. It can also provide audio within attractions, so you can actually find out what you're going to experience when you're in there before you go in. It could provide, possibly the actual sort of walking tour within the museum as well, so you can have that experience built into your mobile device. But it also links experiences together and is that, as I mentioned before, that glue. So as you're walking along the street, what it can do if you're doing a walking tour is tell you about things that are happening along that street that might not be part of the actual tour, but you're pointing out specific things along the way that again show off that insider view that you might not know if you're just going between the top 10 attractions in the city. And I think it also provides the practical information. It provides the information on the languages and the local phrases that you should know. That's all in the palm of your hand, so you can go and feel confident in what you're doing. And I guess there's a huge amount. I mentioned kind of the Google APIs a few times in this presentation, but the kind of voice search, vocal search on your Android devices now is becoming extremely strong. Also the ability to do an instant translate as well using the cloud. I think that's going to be pretty key, especially for English speakers like myself who are very poor on the other languages. It makes life easier. So, images. The key here is it's all about the inspiration. I mean, there's many different types of images that are available. We have many different formats. We've got destination images that you can work with, image galleries that drive that real inspiration, and provide a different level. But I guess what image galleries have got to do from sort of going forward is, rather than just being a selection of 10 images, they need to do just what the narrative does in terms of pulling you into the guide. They need to do the same. So it needs to be this overview of a destination and then drilling into specific details. So what is a certain neighbourhood like? What is a certain POI like? So you again build up a picture of that destination, rather than just being a set of images pulled together with no context between them. And contextualising them with narrative as well. So combining the images with the narrative, I think, is going to be a way that can both be exciting for the user, but great for the search engine as well, because they'll be able to find that content. There's also some great functionality on Google where you can create 360 panoramas by pulling together a set of images as well. So again, giving you that feeling of a certain key areas in your location, you can pull together a real feeling for it. Whether it's the entrance to the hotel, or whether it's the biggest attraction near that hotel, so you can show them what they're going to experience when they get on the ground. And then the kind of granular information, the points of interest. So images for every single point of interest, for the attractions, for the restaurants. So again, you can get a feel of exactly what you're going to be doing while you're there. There's a lot of talk of augmented reality. I think there is a little bit of it's out there. It's offering some level of service. I think there's quite a long way for it to go. And I think one of the big problems at the moment is the offline mode on mobile devices. Until that's sorted, it's still going to be quite a pricey way of trying to look around the city and find what's near you. But it does give a different perspective and allows you to look at a destination through your phone and find out where the main things are. When thinking about images, I think it's also important to think about the design. So where's the content going to be sitting? So you've got your website, your mobile phone. So ensuring that you have a high-res source image is absolutely key. So you can then manipulate that image and do anything you want with it. Always thinking about Retina display now on Apple devices. You've got to have the high-level resolution to be able to display on the iPhone 4 and the iPad, probably 3 when that comes out. So think about that, and also the thumbnail image. So you are going to want to display lists of content, and you want to have those images to bring that content to life as well.